Hello everybody, it is me, Real American Politics, back again with a new video, and today we gotta take a look at the first 2022 Senate prediction. Now, I know Red Eagle made a video on this already. I was kind of late to the party, but I was planning on doing this either way, and I decided, you know what, might as well start doing it since everybody else is doing it. And I did make a video on this a couple months ago on the current Congress 2022 races, all that good stuff. And today, we gotta take a look at the 2022 Senate race. And yes, so as you can see, John Ossoff is not running, so it's safe Democrat. There's no way that Ossoff can lose, because he's not even running. So that's why Ossoff is blue, the Georgia special election is. And yes, this is the 2022 Senate race, and this is where Republicans are either gonna die, or they're gonna go down the route of Trumpism. And they better go down the route of Trumpism, or this map will get pretty ugly. And yes, let's get right into it. So, of course, we gotta do the safe states. Of course, the obvious safe states. I gotta word this very carefully, because people are gonna take this out of context. These are for sure, no dispute, safe Republican states. Idaho, Utah, the Dakotas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama. Get rid of Shelby, by the way, and Lankford. Those two clowns need to go. So does that clown up in South Dakota. South Carolina, Kentucky, and that is it. I know, this is a weird map, but you'll see what I mean. These are for sure the safe Republican states. No matter what, Republicans would win by at least 10 points. For the Democrats, it's California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii. Not gonna touch Illinois. Neither Maryland, but Kentucky and New York. And this is just an absolute, it just bleeds looking at this map. And many reasons for this. As you can see, Missouri and Indiana are not safe Republican as of now. I'll explain that a little bit. So isn't Alaska. But also Maryland and Vermont. And these are two states where it's an interesting state. Now, you have two Republican governors there. With the clown in Rick Scott, I believe his name is. No, Phil Scott in Vermont. He's a complete loser. He's basically a neocon, rhino, whatever you want to call him. So is Larry Hogan. But I am hearing that those two are planning a run in Vermont and Maryland, respectively. Now, if that does happen, that pushes it from safe Democrat to probably likely Democrat. I highly doubt those two would win. But it's an interesting situation where Democrats for sure not going to win. Now, again, I highly doubt Leely's going to lose. He will win by at least 9 points. So in Maryland, Van Hollen, if he does run again, he will probably win by 8 points. But if they run as independents, I don't even want to go down that route, because that would just make this map a complete crapshoot. So for now, I do think these are likely Democrat states. As for New Hampshire, I'm hearing Chris Sununu will run. And with that alone pushes it to lead Republican. I mean, Hassan only won by 1,000 votes. In a red wave year, in a state that's more so libertarian on some issues, Chris Sununu would win probably by 2-3 points. And again, this is an actual competitive state, not Montana. So that's why I'm saying that being a governor in New Hampshire would help instead of Montana, because Montana is a safe Republican state. As for New Hampshire, that's one of those toss-ups when it comes to the Senate. So New Hampshire would be lean Republican. As for North Carolina, thank God also that Burr is gone. But I still see it as a lean Republican state, no matter what. North Carolina is a state where Republicans are going to win by 3-4 for eternity. It's not really going to trend that much bluer. I mean, it pretty much hit its peak in 2008. And in some cases, they're going to start trending Republican. And if you run a Trumpian candidate who isn't exactly Trump, he would do significantly better in the Wake area. Not a lot better than Trump, but better. So it is a lean Republican state as of now for the Senate. For Georgia, Warnock's not going to win. If any competent Republican runs on an America First platform that isn't complete garbage, he would win by 3-4 points, most likely. Warnock won because he was going against one of the worst candidates ever. If he was going against Purdue, he would lose he would have lost by 6 or 7. So Warnock won on a fluke, and that's what it is. Florida, likely Republican. At this point, Florida's gone for the Democrats. And you look at a lot of these counties, and yes, Rubio is garbage, but it's just not there for Democrats. I mean, realistically, even if you primary out Rubio, you would probably still win by 6-7 in a red wave year in a state that's trending heavy Republican. Like Miami-Dade, the party registration is the closest ever. So I'm saying that for a fact. Republicans are going to win Florida. That's their new stronghold. Florida will be their new stronghold. And realistically, Democrats are starting to kind of give up on Florida. They're closing down all their campaign headquarters. So realistically, it doesn't really matter for Democrats. They pretty much gave up on Florida. Now for Ohio, another state where Rob Portman is gone. I'm hearing that J.D. Vance could run. If he does, safe Republican. Either way, it's safe Republican. But if it's some rhino neocon, we must appeal to immigrants, it would still be a 10-point win, safe Republican, but not as much as a 15, 16, even 17-point win that an America First candidate could do. Now for Indiana, you got Todd Young, who's running again. It'll be safe Republican, but it would be around a 12-point win, not the biggest win, considering it's Indiana. But it is safe Republican. Realistically, Democrats are not going to win the state of Indiana for pretty much anything for a while. And yeah, it's safe Republican as of now. Now, Missouri is where Roy Blunt is. This is one of those cowards that we have to primary out. He's pro-immigrant. He's just pro-amnesty. It's so stupid. I don't know why Republicans keep backing these losers. Now, if Republicans could get rid of Roy Blunt, Republicans would win Missouri by probably 8-9 points in the Senate race. But if they keep Roy Blunt, they probably win by 5 or 6. So realistically, it's likely either way. But if it's America First candidate, you win by 9 points. So please just pick an America First candidate. Get rid of Roy Blunt. He's absolutely useless. For Iowa, it's safe Republican. Mess with that at all. I'm not even... No. That's just... that is a complete no. The people that say Iowa's competitive are nuts when it comes to Senate race. Now, Wisconsin is a state where Ron Johnson, we don't know if he's running or not, but I can assure you he probably will run. And Wisconsin's a weird state, right? It's my home state. It's such a cursed state electorally. You have the southwest of Wisconsin starting to trend heavy Republican. Places like Crawford, Vernon, Richland, Saucons a little bit, Iowa, Lafayette. And even the north is trending heavy Republican. So pretty much outside of the WoW counties in Madison, Milwaukee, everything's trending heavy Republican. Now, Waukesha, on the other hand, Ron Johnson won't win it by 70% or 67%. He'll win it by 66%. Republicans do have to do something to get these counties a bit more Republican. But as of now, Wisconsin's leaning Republican. No matter what you say, it's just the numbers aren't there for the Democrats, no matter what they do. So, Republicans are kind of need to worry about Waukesha a little bit. But I do have a future solution to Waukesha, but that's a different video. Now, for Illinois, Duckworth would win probably by 9 points. Well, the safe margin, I should say. 10 points, I should say. But she only won by 15. And knowing Illinois, they're going to pick another neocon rhino. So it would be a lot closer than it should be. And it's a red wave here. So it will be within 11, but not safe. It would be safe no matter what. So don't even say, oh, it could be competitive. No, it's not going to be competitive. Now, for Pennsylvania, we know for a fact Toomey's gone. I made a video on this, and Reese, it's just... Pennsylvania, I'm going to have to say tilt Democrat as of now. If Republicans run Sean Parnell, or basically anybody, they would probably win by 1%. But what I'm hearing is the Democrats going to run John Fetterman, the lieutenant governor of the state of Pennsylvania. So as of now, it's probably a tilt Democrat state. But if Republicans run Sean Parnell, it would flip instantly. But as of now, it's tilt Democrat. Colorado, let's be real here, it's likely Democrat, if not safe. Michael Bennett's weird, but he would win probably by 6-7 points, maybe 10. So, no matter what you do, it's likely Republican or Democrat. Arizona, you don't have John McCain, so ignore him. But personally, at this point, if Arizona runs someone like Andy Biggs, and not a John McCain type, which they won't, the GOP in Arizona has balls, they would win probably by 2-3%. Because with Arizona, it's not going to become the next titanium blue state. It's going to be more so like a purple state, like Florida was for all those years. It's going to become the next Florida. It's pretty much a pure purple state. You look at the party registration, ever since beginning of this year, it started to reverse in favor of the Republicans. So, realistically, it's going to be a purple state, tilt Republican for a while. With the Hispanic trends in the southern part of the state, Republicans have a gold mine in places like Pima, Santa Cruz, Coquihisa, Yuma to an extent, Coquihino, and Apache. If Republicans can harness that, it will be a lead Republican state for a while. But as of now, it's going to be purple to tilt Republican state. As for Nevada, people are not going to like this, but I do think Republicans would win. Trends alone are showing that Republicans, if they run a decent candidate in Nevada, they would win by percent. Hispanic trends, the Las Vegas trends a little bit, are showing that Republicans will eventually win Nevada. It'll become a next tilt Republican state, complete purple state. So it's realistically going to come down to Clark County. And Republicans, if they run somebody good, could beat Masto. So Republicans just run good candidates. This is what I have to be saying. Run good candidates. And this will be a Republican state. But I do think either way, it's a red wave year. Latino trends alone point to it going tilt Republican. As for Alaska, it's Murkowski. She's just cursed. And it's a weird state electorally. Like, you have Miller, who's a libertarian, Stock, who's independent. I'm just going to say safe Republican. Get rid of Murkowski with Sarah Palin, and we're set. And yes, this is my current Senate prediction, and this hurts my brain. That this is what the Senate prediction's looking like. It's a complete nightmare of a map. It's completely cursed. And 2022 is going to be such a fun year for elections. But yes, hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or whatever. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you all for watching.